He wants out. Contract has not been settled, and he wants out. I don't believe he's going to get traded. I think that's going to get resolved. I've said that all along. I'm not changing my take yet.
Even now.
I don't think that a trade request changes a lot in these situations. Because I think at the end of the day, even if you request the trade, if the team says, you know what, fine, we'll pay you, then you stay.
Yeah. And
you get paid. And you're like, I'm glad this happened. That was just my piece of leverage that I was trying to use to get the deal done, and then it ultimately gets done.
Well,
so I don't think it changes a ton.
Yeah.
If the Commanders don't want to pay him, then he gets moved. And that's the only thing that determines whether or not he gets moved. Their willingness to pay him. And I think ultimately they're going to cave. I think that's what's going to happen. And so I think he ultimately will stay there. They would be so stupid to let this guy go.
It makes no sense.
Makes no sense whatsoever for them. And if they're a stupid team under Josh Harris, which I don't think they are, I think they've got a good owner now,
right? If this
and
was
a smart team.
This was a couple years ago. It's a different story. Yeah,
right. Under the
Snyder.
Previous owner, this guy's gone and traded. Under the new owner, Josh Harris and all the guys he's hired from the GM on down, they know what the hell they're doing. So I just can't imagine that they're going to do it. They're a smart team now, almost overnight. So that's why I don't think he's going anywhere. But let's say this. If he does get moved, is there any reason why the Patriots should not be the team that gets that deal done?
You have the cap space. You're going to have an attractive pick. Even though we think they're going to make a big jump, I think across the NFL you look at it, and you're going to be able to offer up a pick that's going to be better than, let's say, a Buffalo or someone like that that's going to be interested in a Terry McLaurin. So, no, from just the asset standpoint, there's no reason that you wouldn't be able to get this deal done.
You're not in their division. You're not in their conference.
Yeah.
You're on the other side.
Yep. The other thing that's
You're not a threat to that team, are you?
No, you're not a threat to that team.
Yes.
And you also, from the Patriots' perspective, just saw what this guy can do for a young quarterback. Not only from a production standpoint, from also just not being a diva receiver and actually being someone that actually helps develop your young quarterback as well. He checks all of those boxes for you if you're the Patriots.
You know the Patriots have already called on this player.
It would be egregious if they have not.
They absolutely have. They have made that call. No doubt in my mind.
And I don't want to make any guarantees, but if he were to be moved and it wasn't to the Patriots, I know it would be to a team in the AFC direct, the Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Baltimore Ravens. One of those. Now, it's not like you're a Super Bowl contender right now, but that would make me feel uncomfortable. And yes, you should be in on it. It would change the complete complexion of this game, this team, this roster, the receiver, the offense, everything, 100%.
I think they should make it difficult for Washington to want to pay him. That's what they should do. They'd be right to do it. And so make him start questioning their willingness to pay the player.
Yeah.
Yes.
Start flashing big capital in front of them.
You have big capital available.
Yes.
So to your point, if you make an offer or at least float it out there to his camp that, hey, man, you are going to get paid. This is what you're actually worth. Stop negotiating with Washington. This is what we think you are, and just throw that number out there. That makes it a lot more difficult for Washington.
Do you guys think there could be a unique opportunity this coming week to have a conversation with the Commanders?
It lines up.
Oh, wait. They're showing up here on Wednesday, guys. They're bringing their entire organization here for the weekend. No better time than the present to get that ball rolling. Who does it? Who's going to be the guy who leads the conversation? Who's going to be the guy? You got faith in Elliott Wolf to get that deal done? I don't. You going to let him do it?
No.
Ryan Cowden?
Yeah, I would think it would probably be Cowden.
Right? Cowden lead the way?
Yeah. I think Cowden's the guy.
Vrabel get in someone's ear while they're here? Something like that?
I think Vrabel's in the Terry McLaurin camp here.
Or let me attack this from another angle, fellas. What if the owners get involved? Jonathan Kraft and Josh Harris are reportedly very close. They are tight. They're very friendly with one another. What if you get them? Now, that's not – I don't think that's like a usual track to take. Mm-hmm. But, put in a good word.
Yeah. Okay.
Something like that.
I don't know why you're bringing that up. That's just a tease. Because is that really going to happen? The owners are going to get involved. They're going to be that aggressive where they're going to try to get involved to bring Terry McLaurin here. That's a fantasy to me.
Play any
Fantasy.
cards you can.
I would do it.
Okay,
You should
I
do it.
believe-
I think it's a fantasy.
I believe owners speak to each other more frequently than fans would believe.
Good.
And so when you have friends that are owners, those are the guys that talk, right? It's Jerry Jones and the Crafts are not picking up the phone and calling each other.
Yeah.
Okay, they'll see each other at the meetings. I don't think they love each other. But the friends, the owners that you're friends with, it's like any other business. You kind of touch base with each other on a regular basis about all kinds of things. And if you're going to have joint practices this week, there's a chance that those two guys spend some time together. You're telling me that wouldn't be a part of the conversation? Hey, what are you doing with McLaurin? You going to pay this guy or what? What's the deal? and you'd say, like, there's no way it goes down. It goes down like that. These are just people. They talk about it the same way you do.
Yeah, but having that conversation
What do you
isn't
do with
actively
McLaurin?
trying to get that guy onto your team. I just feel like them getting
Oh, you
involved.
just
we
do
can
the
take him
listen.
off your
Hey,
hands.
listen. What's your deal? If you're not going to pay him,
Yeah.
if you think he's asking too much, you know that we would give you.
Dude, we've been down the
appropriate-
shore before
We'll-
with other players. It sucks. I
It's
feel
brutal.
for you. I feel
You
for
got
you.
a
But just
quarterback
know
that
we
can
will.
make anybody good.
We will not try and squeeze every last piece of value out of that deal. We will give you a great package so that you feel good about moving on from the guy.
Yeah.
You know, we should get that deal done.
All right, so let's play this out. Washington comes in.
Yeah.
McLaurin is available. Mm-hmm. Let me take the Craig Breslow approach. What is uncomfortably aggressive for you in terms of a trade? What is there a line in terms of what it would take to get him done?
I would be uncomfortable giving up a first-round pick.
I think a first-round pick is definitely involved.
I would be uncomfortable.
Wouldn't bother me one bit.
What about Diggs?
Oh, I would do Diggs.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, I do this all the time, so this is not new. Would you trade Will Campbell for Terry McLaurin? You absolutely would, people, and that was the 4th overall pick. And you definitely would. You go down there today in those stands, ask those people sitting in the bleachers today, hey, would you trade Will Campbell? You're taking a look at him out here. Would you trade him for Terry McLaurin? Find me the people who would tell you no. They don't exist.
Also, like, name a receiver coming out next year that you would think would be in the first round that you would take with that first-round pick.
When's that kid from Ohio State eligible?
What's his name?
It doesn't matter, though. It's going to be
You
a
know?
good. It looks like it's going to be a good class.
Yeah.
But you also are not going to have the 4th overall pick again.
Right.
So that's not the right conversation to be having. I hear about Micah Parsons over the weekend, right? How he's going to sever ties with the organization. I love it. God,
It's not like a declaration.
that's not how it works.
Declaration to
But,
sever ties.
but I go back to the spring when we were saying, hey, would you give up a first-round pick for Micah Parsons? And I said, hell yeah. Are you kidding me? Sure. I'd give up number 4. Have it.
I know, the only
And
reason
look at it now. You're telling me after seeing Will Campbell for a couple of weeks, you're not giving that guy up
Okay.
for Micah Parsons? Like, of course you are.
you would.
Don't
I
be
would.
silly.
Yep. The only reason I'm uncomfortable is because I think it's imperative for the Patriots to get back to drafting players and having good drafts. And you give up a first-round pick, even though it's for a player I really like. I want them to establish or reestablish their presence in the NFL draft and hitting on big-time players and hitting on a receiver and hitting on a left tackle if they take them 4th overall. And to do that, it helps when you have first-round picks. So I think going forward, that's vitally important. For this organization, whether you get McLaurin or not, isn't going anywhere if they cannot draft. So just because of the issues they've had, I'd be uncomfortable getting rid of a first. But I'd probably still do it and take my chances.
Hey, listen, I get it. You know, from 2013 to 2022, over the course of a decade, the Patriots in the first round picked up Dominique Easley, Malcolm Brown, Isaiah Wynn, Sony Michel, N'Keal Harry, Mac Jones, and Cole Strange.
That's incredible.
That was their run of first-round picks. And during all those years, people would say, oh, you can't give up the first-round pick. Yes, you can, because even sometimes with a guy who had a good, really good track record of nailing first-round picks for a long time,
I mean, that was the
he
story.
went cold. He
You
went
think?
super cold.
That list is
It's
I didn't realize it was that bad.
that's one decade, 2013 to 2022.
Wow.
That's the list.
Wait a minute. What about till 22?
Yeah,
Yeah. Before Gonzalez. Okay.
yeah. And then they hit.
That's gross.
Yeah.
They hit on Gonzalez. We think they hit on Drake May. Back-to-back first-rounders that are good.
Yeah.
We'll see if this year's streak continues with Will Campbell.
They need to find a way to have the prosperity in the draft. They'll go nowhere until they can draft again. So as much, I mean, if this was a team, again, that could win the Super Bowl, or that was the Revis piece that could put you over the top, I'd be more interested, especially if they've had some success. If this is a team that's trying to build it back up, I really don't want to give away those first-round picks.